I'm not going to do a weekly reading update this week because of the books that I read last week. One of them I'm really excited to talk about, but its publication date is not for quite a few months, so I'm going to save that wonderful book and talk about it closer to its pub date. And then for the rest, I just didn't feel like talking about books that I felt fairly meh about. So instead of this, I'm doing giveaways, yay! And there's going to be 3 books. So I've actually talked about all 3 of these books before on my channel, and I'm going to link those videos where I talk about them in the video description next to the book title, just because it'll have a more thorough description of what it's about and why I liked it. I'm going to try to keep these really, really brief for this video because I have talked about them before. Now the first is one you might recognize from last week's reading update, and this is the Wesleyan Anthology of Science Fiction. This is composed of 52 short stories, and they cover 150 years of the science fiction genre. So what I really liked about this is that each story has an introduction that talks about the story's author and their other works and them just in the context of the science fiction genre, and I really, really liked those intros. The second book is Six Wakes. It's by Mur Lafferty, and this is a murder mystery set in space, so that's already why I love it. It's about 6 crew members on a spaceship waking up, and they found that one of their own had been murdered, and so they had to find out who the murderer is. It's a top-notch mystery, great writing and plotting, pacing, twists and turns. Everything about the murder mystery is awesome, and it's also set in space, so I really like that part of it. And it's in the video that my top 5 favorite reads of 2017's first quarter, so obviously I just really liked it. It was made one of the top 5 lists. And then pulling back all the way to The Sparrow, which is by Mary Dorie Russell, and this is one of my favorite books of all time. It is in my video where I talk about my top 5 favorite sci-fi books of all time, and that's how much I love this. It's a little hard to talk about the premise really briefly, but I'm going to try. It starts kind of around when this satellite in Puerto Rico receives an alien signal, and they hear alien singing, and so the first group that puts together a team to go explore this alien world is the Jesuits. And so they put together this amazing team. I love the characters and their dynamics together, and I think only 2 of them are Jesuits. The rest are just people who are just well suited for this, and they go out to this alien world, which is both a really awesome experience and also a really traumatic experience. It's really horrible. They only have 1 survivor who comes back, and that survivor is both physically and spiritually maimed. It's really intense, and this book, more than any other book ever, has touched me on a intellectual and emotional level that is unrivaled in my reading. It is an amazing book. So those are the 3 books that I want to give away this week. And I'm going to do it via commenting things. Let me just explain. I want you to comment below if you want one of these books, or if you don't want one of them, because I'd love to hear from you anyway. But what you need to do for the giveaway is part 1 is just which book you want of the 3, and part 2 is telling me what are your favorite sci-fi books. Let's do top 3. What are your top 3 favorite science fiction books of all time, and why do you love them? So comment below about that, because I really want to hear about that. What do you love reading? So I'm looking forward to reading your responses, and I'll pick giveaway winners in about a week, so it's July 19th. So yeah, hope you enjoyed hearing about those 3 books. Let me know what your favorite sci-fi books are. I'm really looking forward to hearing about that. Till next time, my lovelies.